All right, good morning. It's morning for me, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. If you're new to following my Instagram page, welcome. If not, hello, hola, ¿qué tal? Um, I want to talk today about our souls. When I started up this Instagram page, I was very taken by my soul. My soul started talking to me a lot. It's an awakening process that you have. For those who don't know what awakening means, it's waking up to more than just your body and your mind. Your mind is every cell in your body. Your brain is the processor for your mind. It processes feelings and your thoughts and your desires and your hopes, your dreams. It processes when you feel pain and anguish, when you feel pure joy. It processes all of that. It gives you an opportunity to create that. Well, your soul is the engineer, okay? And waking up means that when your soul came into your body, it desired to feel something that it could not feel from its conscious state, which is heaven or the realm of absolute or whatever name you choose to give it. Where our souls come from, it's pure energy, pure joy, and pure consciousness. That's what I believe, and many others believe that God is. God didn't make us in this physical image of him. He made us in the conscious image of him. And when our souls came into this body to feel whatever it wanted to feel, whether it was joy, pleasure, forgiveness, or whatnot, it came into this realm of duality, and it's using our body. We are spirits or souls having a physical experience. We are God's consciousness having a physical experience. Because God is not separate from our souls. It is never separate. It never separates. Our soul might, for a time, forget what it came in to do, per se, because our free will replaced that for a minute. And you say, why? Well, to have an experience from free will choices. Remember, we live in a realm of duality. Duality means if you are seeking health and well-being, and that's what our soul came in to do, then there has to be some unhealth there, whether it's of mind or body, or whether it's unhealthy relationship, whatever the case. In order to seek healthy anything, there has to be a little negative, and we just need to deal with that. And we make those choices through our free will. From the day we were born, we've been making choices. Now, some of those choices when we're little are not our own. Someone makes us for us, and we just agree to it because we're told we have to. And some of those choices are made by the education that we get, or some of those choices are made by us forcing to be in an element of a situation. But we make a choice. And that's what our soul has come into this body to experience, the choices that we make. And as we make them, we awaken. Our soul becomes more awakened or woke up. And we begin to interact with our soul as it calls us. Now, our soul doesn't make our choices for us. God does not make our choices for us. God is just there to receive the feeling of what choices you make. And if you choose to make a different feeling based on the feeling that you have. So think of it this way. Your soul comes from the realm of absolute joy, bliss, health, longevity, absolute. And we're in this duality. So the closer we are to our souls, the better we feel in our thinking, in our actions. And the further we are away from the natural part of our soul that can't separate from God or won't, the further we're away from that, the worse we feel. We don't feel great about things, about situations, about people, about circumstance. But we have the ability to create a different scenario. God knows every scenario. And you go, well, why doesn't he just tell us and we be done with this? That isn't what we're here for. We're here to experience this life that God has created for us. And we do it through our body, our soul, and our mind. Or our mind, which is our body, and then our brain, which processes it all for us. We get to have that spiritual moment in a physical place. And the more awake we are to our souls, and our souls speaking to us, our souls speak to us through our feelings. That's the language of our soul. We get to have that perfect experience of love through God. Everything we feel, whether it's a negative feeling, if we turn around and create something positive from it, that's love. Purest love there is. God is feeling everything we feel. He can't change our choices. That would negate the whole thing of giving us free will and making choices in this beautiful, beautiful place that we live in. So our souls come in forgetting for a time, just for a time, where it came from, but knowing that it's close or tied to something that's great for it. And as we awaken our souls to where they came from, magnificent duality we can have, magnificent choices, magnificent places that we can create, magnificent things and people that we can interact with. We've been doing it unconsciously. Now our soul is waking up and we get to do it consciously. Imagine that. Imagine getting to the point where all you have to do is think it. And that cup of coffee and you just appear in the same allowing frequency. Imagine. Your soul is calling you. It's calling you through your feelings. It's calling you forward. Our human ears may not be able to hear it, but our spiritual ears can. What is your I am today? Are you going to say, let my spiritual ears hear today? Let my spiritual being rise up and expand today. Where are you going to go today with who you are and how powerful a creator you are? Are you going to listen to your soul calling you? Are you going to create magnificent things through your awakening? I just want you to have a magnificent day today. Conscious or unconscious, magnificent day. Believe or don't believe, magnificent day. Namaste.